started. Thank you everyone for joining us this morning right here at Knapp Medical Center here in Weslaco, Texas. We're so grateful for each of you to join us this morning. And as we get started, we'd love for you to find a seat and help us get started this morning. I know we don't want to keep anybody delayed. There's a lot of things going on this week here in Weslaco. So once again, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Barbara Garza, and I'm the CEO for the Weslaco Area Chamber of Commerce. So proud to be here at Knapp Medical Center, one of our investors here in our community of Weslaco, and all the great work that they do for our community and supporting our community initiatives. Today is no different. We come here to celebrate a milestone for Knapp Medical Center and the services that they offer to the community and the Rio Grande Valley. And so we're so excited to be here to do that. I know we have a lot of representatives here with us celebrating this milestone here with Knapp. I do want to recognize some of the folks who are here with us. Our Weslaco Mayor Adrian Gonzalez is here with us today. Our City Manager, Joaquin Garza. Of course, our Red Coat Ambassadors. These individuals are business members across the community that represent different businesses and celebrate organizations here in Weslaco all the time with all of these events that take place. So thank you to our Red Coats. I would also like to recognize the RGV Hispanic Chamber who's here with us today, and they're not red coats, they're compadres, am I correct? Yes. Right? The compadres are here, so thank you all so much from the Hispanic Chamber for being here with us today as well. And again, when we're here at Knapp, we know that it's a community effort and we all love to come together to support the great work that they're doing for our community. I'd also like to recognize any of our board members who are here that represent the Weslaco EDC, the Weslaco Chamber of Commerce, and our organizations here in Weslaco as well. So thank you all so much. I know we have city leadership from the city of Weslaco as well, Omar Rodriguez from the city, Sandro Charlton, a Weslaco EDC board member, of course, the CEO of Knapp, Mr. Rene Lopez, who is here with us. Thank you so much, Rene, for having us here today. And again, we want to say thank you to everyone who's here to celebrate this milestone. And to get us started with today's ceremony, I'd love to welcome our Weslaco Mayor Adrian Gonzalez, to share a few words.
Thank you, Barbara. Barbara always does an amazing job when she opens up, right? It's hard to come and speak right after Barbara does an awesome welcome, but welcome, and what an exciting day to celebrating this milestone here in Knapp Medical Center, our hospital here in Weslaco. I was talking to Doc, and talking about this machine, and going back 15, 20 years ago, of course, I was a young kid, when my grandparents would get a surgery or my parents would, and you had this big old scar, that they had, and they had like a 2-week recovery period. And now with this machine, you go in there and it just leaves you like maybe 2 or 3 little dots, and it's in and out. So what a great time to be, here celebrating. And again, here in Knapp Medical Center with the new technology that we have to offer, and to better serve, our constituents and of course our surrounding area. So I just want to say congratulations on this new equipment that y'all have, and very exciting times. And again, this is our hospital here in our city of Weslaco. So thank you, congratulations, and God bless.
Thank you, Mayor. And I know that he was doing some trial runs over there, so he may be available for surgeries after this. Yes. And actually, everyone will have an opportunity to see the equipment in just a moment, but he's correct. We're so proud to be here celebrating this milestone of new technology right here in this community, and it's so important to recognize that, because this is no easy feat to bring in this type of equipment into our community to better serve the Rio Grande Valley. And yes, we serve Weslaco, we serve the Mid-Valley, but really ultimately, Prime Healthcare serves the Rio Grande Valley, and they do a lot of great work serving our community. So we're very grateful for that and the opportunity to be here celebrating today. So I hope that all of you here, go back home and share that message about the great changes right here in the Rio Grande Valley. It's so important to recognize the innovative technology that is now available and easily accessible at our fingertips here to our doctors to be able to better do their work. When I was reading about the equipment, the Vinci, and I thought, wow, one cool name, right? First of all, but on top of that, just what an amazing opportunity for our medical doctors to be able to have this resource to them accessible, and just the innovation of healthcare and the point that we are now is just so exciting. So to learn a little bit more about what we're going to hear today, I'd like to welcome the Regional Marketing Director, Ms. Kathleen Avila, to share a few words about today.
So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this morning. This is a huge deal for Knapp Medical Center. I just want to say thank you on behalf of Knapp Medical Center administration, as well as our medical staff and our employees and Prime Healthcare. Thank you so much for supporting this initiative, for supporting what's happening here in the Mid-Valley. I also want to thank our city officials, our board member, Mayor Gonzalez. Thank you for your leadership, and you're just a great addition to our board, and we're so proud to have you lead us. So we're excited to unveil what's the latest technology here at Knapp Medical Center. Last year, some of you witnessed the unveiling of the Mako. Who was here last year for the Mako opening? Okay, so that's the first robot of its kind that's for knee replacements. And so we're the only hospital that has that system here in the Rio Grande Valley. So that's so important for our patients that are seeking treatment for orthopedic knee replacements. You want to have a hospital that's not only investing in technology like the Da Vinci. These are $1 million machines. And so we invest in the community because we know that our patients are going elsewhere, having to drive 25 miles to Harlingen, or to Harlingen or to McAllen. And so we are so proud that we're able to keep our patients in Weslaco, invest in our community, and heal our patients closer to home. So with that said, we do have our surgeons, Mid-Valley surgeons. We have Dr. Morales here with us today, and he'll be talking a little bit more about what this means to our patients. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm going to take it over and introduce Brian Stites, and he'll talk to you more about the Da Vinci. Thank you.
Alrighty, good morning, guys. So as Kathleen mentioned, my name is Brian Stites. I'm the Intuitive representative here at Knapp Medical Center. And I'll keep it brief. I'm just extremely excited for the patients of Weslaco. I've been with Intuitive now for going on 2 years, and it's easy to get behind and get excited about technology like this because of what it's doing for patients ultimately. We're allowing surgeons to now perform surgery without any sort of constraints. So patients are waking up 3, 4 small little incisions, and complex procedures are being done. So patients are healing much quicker, less risk of surgical site infections afterwards, and they're getting back to their lives sooner. And I got permission from Dr. Garza to kind of share this story, but first week we were here, he did a low anterior resection, which is a complex colon procedure. And before the Da Vinci was here, that would have been done either open or lap. And he started the procedure robotically, and he told us, hey, if I was doing this lap, I would have converted 30 minutes ago. And the staff, they kind of heard that, and they're used to that potentially having to happen because we didn't have this technology here. And he completed the procedure. That patient next day woke up feeling great. He says we saved about 3 or 4 days of a hospital stay for that patient. So that's why we do what we do. So I'm so excited for the patients of Weslaco, and I'm so excited for Dr. Morales to kind of talk to you guys about it and give a surgeon perspective on things. So happy to be here, guys.
Hello, I'm Dr. Morales. I'm one of the general surgeons here at Knapp Medical Center, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about the Da Vinci and essentially what we use it for. So, as you can see, the robot has 4 arms. That is 2 more than I have, and it lets me essentially multiply myself during a surgery. So during a normal laparoscopic surgery, generally I'm controlling 2 instruments. My assistant has a camera and maybe another instrument as well. But with the robot, we're able to give me control of the entire surgery, where I don't have to say, hey, let's look over here, maybe retract there. It increases the speed with which we can accomplish these surgeries, and it gives us a dexterity that we otherwise wouldn't have with normal laparoscopic surgery. The biggest selling piece to this robot, in my opinion, is twofold. One, we can see much better than we normally can with laparoscopic surgery. We have a higher resolution, and we're also able to see things in 3D. The console over here that we sit at, when you put your head in, you're getting a feed into both of your eyes that's different and allows you to then see depth, which normally you wouldn't have. And then the instruments also have the ability to bend at the wrist, and so you can get into very small spaces without having to use a much bigger incision than you normally would. So, kind of like Brian mentioned earlier, with this, we have the ability to perform procedures through a minimally invasive approach using 3 or 4 incisions that might otherwise have required the big laparotomy incision that a colon resection or a big hernia repair would otherwise require. So, in my opinion, this is a huge leap forward in what kinds of surgeries we can perform here, and also in the patient recovery afterwards, and making sure that there's less pain and we get people back to their normal activities as fast as we can. So, thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Dr. Morales. And again, we're excited to see the equipment, and we're going to do that in just a moment and just kind of check it out, do a quick demo. But again, just a reminder of the innovation of healthcare and where we are at this point. We're just so excited to be able to say that that's right here in our community, and we thank you all for investing in this type of equipment for our constituents and for our community. On top of that, I'd like to mention that always top of mind with primary healthcare, and you heard it from Dr. Morales, is the patient care and the recovery time. And that's just so exciting to hear that when a patient has to undergo a surgery like this, that recovery time is shortened, because we know that that's always a very sensitive time frame when a patient is out of surgery and just dealing with that recovery period. So, congratulations on this new equipment, and to all the doctors that have to learn all the equipment and know how to use it. Thank you so much. And when I was looking learning a little bit more about this technology, I read about this 360 opportunity for the doctors to not be able to have to be kind of moving and maneuvering around, and that's just so interesting to me. And so I hope that we can take a moment to kind of see the equipment, how it works, and maybe do a quick demonstration. And then right after that, we'll bring everyone together for a photo and close the event with a ribbon cutting celebrating this milestone right here at Knapp Medical Center. So I'm going to pass it back to you, Dr. Morales, to demonstrate a little bit more on the equipment, just so the folks here can have an opportunity to check it out. And then we'll call everyone together for a photo in just a moment. All right, thank you all so much.
What we're going to do here, basically this is giving you a direct video feed inside the box, right? Which this represents the patient's abdomen, what we're able to do laparoscopically. Of course with this, it's clear so you can kind of see through and see everything that we're doing laparoscopically here. We'll put a needle in here and show you some of the, I guess, ease with which you're able to do some of the more difficult laparoscopic techniques, such as suturing. And while I'm going through here, there's a microphone here. There's speakers. I can hear and kind of interact with you guys at the same time that I'm running the instruments. And that's also for use in the operating room, so we can always communicate with the team, because while the robot here is going to be parked at the bedside, the console that we're actually working through is usually separate. So that allows us to communicate with the team even if we're not directly at the bedside.
So I'll go ahead and just introduce the needle to you, Doc, and then you can go ahead and grab onto it. And you can park it somewhere if you'd like, but we can just demonstrate with the C spikes to start. So all ergonomics. So up and down, and out. Grab one of the sides to actually make those adjustments that they can the head paper. There we go. So you want to go ahead and grab that suture whenever you're ready?
Got it. Alright. So let's see. If we have to sew.
There you go.
Okay. So here.
Can you guys hear them okay? Okay.
We can hear okay?
Yeah.
Alright. So, my right arm's here, left arm's over here. This would be essentially anything that we're suturing onto during the surgery. And what's nice is you basically are going to have that same ease of rotation that you normally would have if you were doing this open. Okay?
And you'll notice when we look at the actual camera feed here, everything is nice, large. We've got a clear view of everything. If you come over here and you actually see what's going on, I mean, he's working in a tiny little operative field. So it allows Dr. Morales to be extremely precise. He can work on tiny, delicate structures. And as he had mentioned, these instruments, they articulate at the wrists. So it's almost like he's got these 8mm hands of his inside the patient. So it ultimately just allows them to do more. They're performing an open surgery in a minimally invasive fashion through tiny little incisions.
Hey, don't be afraid. Seriously, go up and look close so you can see inside the actual abdomen. That's part of the
Yeah,
process. So-
everything looks nice and large on that feed, and you come in, you're like, wow, that is tiny.
And that's why you have that many
here. So please spread the word. We want to make sure that our Mid-Valley community knows the importance of this type of technology at our hospital. Ask your surgeons if you have friends, family members, or upcoming surgeries. Mid-Valley surgeons, they're here in Weslaco. There's 4 surgeons. There's information on the back of the conference center where you can learn more about the surgeons, their certifications, their experience. Dr. Morales is the newest member to Mid-Valley Surgeons, and we're so blessed to have him here with us. So without further ado, I know we're gonna do a quick ribbon cutting.
So before we close, I'd like to invite one of our Red Coat ambassadors, Ms. Esperanza Garza, to share a few words on behalf of the Chamber.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for taking part in this milestone event. We congratulate Knapp Medical Center. As being an ex-employee of here, last year I used the hospital twice for 2 surgeries. So I'm very grateful that you have this new machine for the future, for me and everybody else. So congratulations. It's a wonderful, wonderful machine for the future, and getting better all the time here at Knapp. So I want to congratulate you for the milestone, for the support, the continued. Dr. Morales, will you accept this certificate, please? There you go. Thank you.
And then,
Thank you.
and then let me
Thank
get
you.
a quick picture right here of the 3 of y'all.
Let's get a quick photo. We can look at Anthony really quick.
Your camera.
And I think with that, we are ready for a ribbon cutting. So we'd love for I think at this point we're ready to cut the ribbons. Again, on behalf of the Weslaco Chamber and the RGB Hispanic Chamber, on 3, y'all want to join me in counting. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Congratulations.